God has blessed him, blossomed him, grew him, expanded him. Now this brother has been all around the country, the world. He's touched 4 lives that you probably can imagine for a 19-year-old. He's talked to billionaires, millionaires, all types of individuals. But what I love about him, he's been raised in a Christian home. Yeah. He's a humble young man, obedient young man, and he's an individual that's living the dream of Jesus Christ. Let's receive our good friend, our good brother, Brother Ian Rock, who's going to come and give us a little word on living the dream. Amen?
You ready? Yes, sir. All right.
When he started off, he was shorter than me.
Life Church. Can we give a hand clap of praise to the Lord above? Let's make some noise for the Lord, ladies and gentlemen. It's actually, wow. Happy New Year, first and foremost. I just want to say thank you so much, number one, to Pastor Green for inviting me and allowing me to be here today. It's crazy because my very first speech, I was 12 years old. It was with this church 7 years ago. As Pastor mentioned, since then, I've been blessed with the opportunity to speak around the country, from New York to Silicon Valley to LA, even Saudi Arabia, even speaking with audiences as big as 15,000 people. But every time I come back to this church, it feels like I'm coming back home. So thank you so much for receiving. So when Pastor asked me to speak today, he asked me to speak on us living the dreams that Dr. Martin Luther King had for us, as well as the dreams that God has for us. I'm not going to take too much time because I know it's cold and we got to wrap up service and go back home, but I also want to take it a little bit step further, not only serving or living those dreams, but also staying the course, even when things aren't going on our time. And so there's a verse, Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." See, God says he wants us to prosper. And throughout the Bible, he says he wants us to live in abundance. Even Dr. Martin Luther King said that he wants all of us to have freedom and equal opportunity to that quote unquote American dream. The thing is, God will place those dreams in our minds, but he'll never just give us those dreams directly. See, we may have dreams, or he may have dreams of us having a cake, but he'll never just give us the cake, no. What he'll do is he'll give us the butter, the milk, the sugar, the flour, the eggs for us to make it happen. God always gives us everything we need to succeed, but it's up to us to turn those dreams into a reality. See, what is the saying we've all heard since we were children? Faith without works is dead. You can have all the faith in the world, all the belief in the world, but if you're not willing to take action, then those dreams will never come true. Especially in today's world, there are no excuses. With the access to technology, information, opportunity, the chances that we have in today's world is what Dr. Martin Luther King prayed for. And so not only taking action, but taking it a step further, staying the course. See, many times, including myself, I've thought about this. I'm thinking, why isn't it happening now? Why can I get this dream now? Why can I accomplish my goals now? But in Proverbs 16:9, it says, "The heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps." See, we can plan every single aspect of our lives, from when we're going to accomplish this, when we're going to do that. But ultimately, it's up to God for when we will accomplish our goals. The thing is, sometimes God doesn't give us what we are asking for because we are simply not ready. And if he were to give us those blessings, the weight of those blessings might crush us. In fact, I'm actually going through this right now. So I'm in the process of finishing and publishing my first book, New Nerd Money, which talks about financial literacy for teens. The thing is, I had this idea 2 years ago when I was 17 years old, but God knew I wasn't ready to talk about it. Although I had some information, I didn't have the experience, and I didn't have the necessary information to create the best product. So what does God do? He'll put you in the fire. He'll throw you in the lion's den. He'll put you through training to make sure that you get the necessary experience so that you can be prepared for the weight of the blessing. And now that I'm almost finished, the goal is for me to finish it in April. But I know ultimately the product will be done when God says it's done. So if we can not only live the dreams of Dr. Martin Luther King and that God has for us through taking action, but making sure that we stay to the course until God deems us ready. I know for a fact that each and every one of us, the kids, the next generation, will be able to do more than the previous generations have done before. So I know I said I was going to be quick. That was 4 minutes. Thank you so much for having me. And happy Sunday and happy Dr. Martin Luther King Day.
Come on, church. Come on now. This is a product of Life Church, amen? It's a young man in the making, right? Is that not outstanding? Amen, brother. And obedient, amen? God bless you. Say praise the Lord to his loving parents. Also, this is the product of a family. Mom and dad investing in him. Sure. You know, all the sacrifices that they had to make. All because they see the worth in him. They were willing to put their life on suspense in order to move forward. Amen?